So I wanted to do a little bit more of a deep dive on this golf club, this golf bag here. And I wanted to do a deep dive because, as you know, we've been talking about, and I still got to finish, but we've been talking about Ashley Ray's theory a little bit. And if we jump over and we look at the schema, I'll move it here for you. If we look at the schema of the basement right here, what we're looking at is we're looking at the stairs, right? We see the boiler room and we see the wine cellar. The hobby room right here is Burke's, right? And this is where we came downstairs. We looked straight. There was a little closet right here. I thought this was the wine cellar previously, but it's just like some random closet that nobody talks about. And I'm kind of frustrated by that, honestly. It really does go to the lack of thoroughness in this case. Why didn't anybody go in this closet? Like we talked about last video. It was what looked like a little cattle prod or something like that, or whatever it looked like. Some sort of prod in the corner, going through the laundry room area, sitting right here, going into storage. And did we check that out? Did anybody look at that? But anyways, when we were going through, as you can see here, you see a golf bag right there. Now, my problem with that is this. So when we were going through, if you were to go see, and I put it in the links of the video, Ashley Ray's theory, so that you could read it more completely and thoroughly. When we were going through those. These are golf bags that are sitting outside of the cellar, right? And so, because you can see the urine stains right here, but you can also see right here a little bit of orange there. And so the stain right here, big puddle right here, but it just begins to dissipate here. It's non-existent, but then there's something left right here. But these golf clubs are set right here. But my problem is, how did these golf clubs, I gotta know, what are these golf clubs right here? Where did those come from? Are these the same that we're seeing here? One of the ones right here? Or right here? It's my problem. Because I believe that, so you see the golf clubs right here. Now this is this bag that was right here. These are the same bag. But this is just a small bag. And maybe this was an earlier, because I think this is going toward the wine cellar. It's leading up to the wine cellar right here. And so maybe this is an earlier photo. But what I'm wondering, oh, no. Here it goes. There's the other one. I was wondering where the other one was. I was like, why is this one here, but the other one? So we got boom and we got boom. So here's the other one sitting right there. So they're together. And so now they're placed beside each other and we see the urine stain. However, this bag, I believe, as we go through here, was found in here. I only see one bag. If I'm going through here, I only see one golf bag. Hold on. Stay right where you are. Man, I wish they would have taken a picture of the top. because I'm trying to find. And the coloration throws it off too, because you don't really know. It's so grainy, you don't really know what colors are, but that looks like white right here on top. That's covering like a golf club cover. But then you also see some sort of white right here, but I don't think there's any connection. But I think that this bag here in the video, this is actually, hold on, let me see, is actually this bag. That's what I believe. So what I'm wondering, right? Because the only correlation I can make, I don't see any black in here to signify to signify this. So the only correlation I can make is that it's the bigger bag. That it's this bigger bag right here. But my question becomes, are these bags being moved, and if so, by whom and when? Because they are shifting around, or how many golf bags, sets of golf clubs did John Ramsey have? Because we know that, and John will deny this, but we know that there has been discussions. It's been alleged, let's say that, it's been alleged that Patsy's sister was able to go into the home and pull out some stuff, and allegedly John asked for his golf clubs, his golf bags to come out. Now, when you look at some of the interviews and the episodes and look over some of the forums and stuff like that and the subreddits, and John was in a conversation. He always does this. John was in a conversation with Lou Smith, and he said, no, I didn't ask anybody to get anything from me. I didn't tell anybody to move anything or get anything for me. I didn't tell anybody to move anything. So I guess I'm just wondering, because I'm trying to nail down, I see the urine stains right here with these golf bags, but sorry. I wonder, because as I'm going through this, let me move this out the way. As I'm going through this, possibly, I was previously curious about something being laid down in this room. That right there. This little, whatever, this little plant looking thing, if it was being laid down, I am wondering if something started in here. Because why, if it started right here? Maybe there was some playing around, some roughhousing, some horsing around, because in previous video, we talked about Burke's area. You don't mess with this stuff. You don't, that's his. You don't mess with this stuff. But if it were the case that Burke were to start chasing JonBenet and directly, his hobby room is here. Let me pull it up, right? His hobby room is right here. This is where Burke's work area is. We remember his little painting right here. His little painting area or his drawing area was right here. Either that was Burke or that was Patsy's little art set, of course. So whoever was doing something, they were doing it right here in the storage. So Burke is working right here. And then there's like a little table right here where there was a Dr. Pepper. Maybe it was Patsy's, maybe it was Burke's. Who knows? But they're playing here, possibly. They're playing right here. They're messing around. JonBenet does something. She scatters abroad. Let me see if I can't find it. She scatters abroad his toys. He gets frustrated. Oh. That house is crooked. Why is that house crooked? Is that house crooked? Maybe it is. That house seems crooked to me. But anyways, she's messing with his stuff. They're down here playing, possibly. I'm still working through my theory on that, whether it started in the kitchen where it went downstairs. I'm still working on how it happened. We see some wayward stuff here in the corner. Some little shavings here in the corner. That looks familiar. I've seen one of those before when I was little. I can't remember what it is, but they're heavy. And I didn't know what it was. You got your little shavings. You got the office, or you got the closet. He looks in briefly with all of the gift wrapping things. But then as we round the corner, we got some train track looking things or some down here that's just strewn about. But she moves something, and then we got all this back here. This looks like it might be to the train set. Possibly. This stuff back here, this little black thing back here. You see this red, where I'm looking is this red chair to the bottom right of your screen. If you go up from there linearly, I guess semi-linearly, straight up, use see this little black thing in the middle of the floor, and just little pieces of stuff sitting in the middle of the floor. And so I'm wondering if they're playing and she does something down here, and it's not necessarily the eating of the pineapples, but it's something that happens down here. So I run here, I'm in the hobby room, I do something, and I run to get away from him, and instead of running upstairs, I run to hide, and maybe she just took a turn through here. Ha ha ha, giggle. Stepped on. Leave me alone, Burke. Stepped on this little thing, just knocked it over slightly. And then was brought back some kind of way. Maybe they're laughing and joking and giggling, and he brought her back some kind of way. Or maybe she hid in here and he went and got her. All alleged. Possibly. Because how did we get these golf clubs how do we get that to right here? That's what I need to know. To where this is where, whether she was dragged on her back, because I'm trying to understand the release of the body fluids and the garrote being around her neck. If she's pulled here on her back, it's possible that the fluids don't come out, because maybe she runs in here because I don't have a connection, but I'm only saying that because why are these moved to here? They're both set up because, and I don't know when this was taken, but before we have one on one side and one on the other side leading to the wine cellar door. Let me just double check and make sure. Leading to the wine cellar door. So we got one on one side and we got one on the other side. But all of a sudden, these two are gathered up and put right here, in which all of a sudden, this area is cleaned out. There's nothing else here, but this is cleaned out and these are neatly set here. And it looks like either that this is a mirror right here. Let me make sure you guys can see me. And this looks like a mirror over here somewhere, reflecting back over here. Or this is also some sort of cement, right? So this area must have gotten cleaned. This picture was taken at another time, and this was the resting place of these golf clubs. This area got cleaned over here. All that moved out. And then we put the golf clubs right here. But if this is an old photo and this area was cleaned and the golf clubs ended up over here, then how then could one of be here? Why did you do that? Maybe these are different. But for some strange and odd reason, you would, and like I said before, I think this bag right here is this same bag. I think these two match. I'm thinking. But why would you move this bag over here? And then we have the urine stain right here. So whatever somebody did, maybe they pulled her over here or whatever they did, and she was on her back. And then when they turned her over, she released, because it's possible that the fluids held in her stomach, the urine held in her stomach until they turned her over. So I feel like these had to be somewhere in the way so that they could move. But also, too, as we can see here, there is a club outside of the bag. There's a club outside of the bag sitting here. So meaning that it's possible that these were relocated here and they were living right here for some strange and odd reason. But then right here, but maybe the club, and maybe this club is from this bag. And so this club is what we see in the video. This bag is what we see in the video. And maybe this bag was already here, but this club comes from this bag, or these clubs come from this bag. And we had to shift and move this out of the way some way. And then she's on her back, but then I turn her over, and then I set her here, lay her here, pull her here, whatever I need to do, because this is immediate release and then trickling here and then boom right here inside. Because I'm trying to lock down, where did this take place? Where did this happen? How did we get there? Because what I was trying to find on the internet and I couldn't find it was, do we find I know her body was found in here, I guess is what I'm saying. But did they find or check for any concrete on her back? Because this was concrete from top to bottom. Was there any concrete rug particles on her front or back? That's what I'm wanting to know. Was there any rug particles on the front or back? Concrete on the back, on the front? This is what I need to know. Furthermore, my next question becomes, with the garrote, there was hair found in it. Why was there hair found in it? Maybe you tied it around her hair as well, so that captured, if her hair is down like this, it's flowing, then you capture her hair in that. And no, you would be tying it from there. That means you tied it. If the hair is found in the garrote, that means that you tied the garrote around her. You made it and you tied that specific part, the knot around. You put the knot around her hair included, and then you tied it. But then you did it by mistake, not realizing that you tied her hair in the knot. And so I have to cut off that piece of hair. I have to rip off or yank off or cut off that section of hair, and the hair stays in there. That would be a rookie mistake. And that I believe would be something that a child might do, be more attributed to a child might do, rather than an adult. We were talking about John jury rigging and stuff like that. And we were talking about Burke being in the Boy Scouts. And so the possibility that they both have that kind of skill set, that would seem like a rookie mistake, possibly. So we don't know, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't know if she was already dead at this point, and the fluids were inside of her, backed up, waiting. So when she turned around, then when they turned her over for some reason, then they released. That's what I'm wondering. But I am just confused as to why this golf bag moved. There's some shifting, and I say that because there's some shifting of the crime scene in some way, shape, or form. Somebody is shifting this crime scene, and I don't know why. Would an intruder shift this crime scene? Why would an intruder shift this crime scene like this? Why would he take... First of all, you told me if this bag is here, if it's to be believed that this bag in the video is this bag over here, what you told me was, for some strange and odd reason, whatever happened, wherever it happened, maybe happened right here. But there was a bag back here. And you went to and on your way to the laundry room, you grabbed her blanket from here, from the dryer, and then you moved, for whatever reason, the bag from here, the golf bag from here, all the way to over here, right here. Why are you doing that? Unless somebody's shifting that crime scene for some reason, and that bag had something to do with it. But anyways, I'm just looking through some stuff, looking at things that catch my eye. If you know something, let me know in the comments about your thoughts on this stuff, because a lot of this stuff I'm looking up and I'm hitting a dead end, that there's not information on this stuff. It's just not there that I can find. So if you found it, and you can recommend a website or something like that to hit at these things, let me know, because I'd be interested. And as you know, I always appreciate the support, the love, the interaction, the watching of the videos, the liking, even if you just come by to say hello. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Like I said before, it means a lot that you're on this journey with me. So share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think in the comments. And until next video, take it easy.